Right, let's look at the setup on a typical Gardiner brush. We have the new water-through gooseneck with a short length of PVC hose coming through to the T-connector to the jet capsules. That's a standard setup. There's enough hose there to allow the angle adapter to adjust. Now, many customers and users of our brushes like the tidiness of a close coupled setup. So we're going to look at how to fit a close coupled jet hose assembly to a standard brush. So remove the red clip, disconnect the hose and remove the gooseneck. Now, in a typical close coupled jet hose assembly, you'll get a T-connector and jet hose and two 6mm stem elbows. You can just order them with the stem elbows. And here's how to fit it correctly. Disconnect the jet hose and first of all push fit in the two stem elbows, and you can have the T-connector either above the brush socket or below the brush socket. I tend to go for it above the brush socket. And so what you need to do is carefully measure the jet hose now to cut it off. So there is the T-connector sat tightly above the brush socket, and then you hold the jet hose in front of the stem elbow, and you need to measure and cut to this back edge of the stem elbow. So I put my thumbnail on the right place, and then I need to cut the hose off. There, I've cut the hose off, and then you push fit that in and check that that was correct. It is, because it's still central. And now you do the second one. Measure to the back edge again of the stem elbow fitting. There. Keeping that marked. Cut the jet hose and push fit that in place. You've now assembled the close coupled jet hose assembly. Now we refit the gooseneck, and you'll notice straight away with the fixed hose that it isn't really long enough, which is why we sell it in longer lengths. So pull down the collar and remove that. We then supply it in 3 different lengths: standard, medium and long. So generally you'll need to step up to the next length, and then that will now be long enough to connect to the close coupled assembly and still allow full adjustment. If you don't adjust the angle very often or at all, you can cut this a bit shorter so that it sits tighter to the gooseneck. And that's a 2-jet close coupled jet hose assembly fitted.